Well, I didn't have a chance to get down and see the two different barbecue competitions going on in Memphis this weekend, but we do have some video from both. Let's start, if we can, with Smoke Slam. This is the newcomer to the scene that's debuting at Tomley Park. About 60 teams are competing. They're trying to have a more intimate environment there. They've got something called the Live Fire Extravaganza that allows the different teams to share their barbecue with the public who shows up. People have gone down there, so they really like the environment there. And they also claim to offer the biggest prize, grand prize, in barbecue cooking history, $250,000. And of course, the longtime festival, the Barbecue Championship Cooking Contest, sponsored by Memphis in May, that one, if we can show it, is going underway in Midtown at Liberty Park. Some 129 teams competing in this one. Long-standing tradition, 46 years, as I said, that's been going on. A lot more elaborate booths and all of that. And the connection, of course, to Memphis in May is worth mentioning. They've got a lot more competitions, a lot more trophies to give away, too. So the question some people are asking is, can a city like Memphis, which loves this barbecue, support two different barbecue festivals? I'll let you weigh in on this one first, Reverend.
I don't see why not, except a point that Chris raised earlier as we were waiting outside is, can't we do it at different times? Couldn't we do one in May, one in June? But I think we can support both. I have a question, and I hate to keep harping on the racial component. What I ask people is, the one downtown, what's the racial makeup of the audience,
Just
the people who've gone down there?
Okay.
And from what I understand, it's been mostly white downtown. I haven't been to the one at Liberty Park or Liberty Lane, but I wonder if that one's mostly black. I don't know. I find that kind of stuff interesting.
Okay, expand on that. Why?
Well, because black people, and I can only
started barbecue.
We started barbecue. We started ribs. We started competition. and I think it's interesting to note who gravitates to which sort of setting. Orange Mound is where Liberty Lane is, and so Orange Mound is closer to our communities, and I would imagine that we would be closer to that particular location, and that we would enjoy that more because of the history connected to the Memphis in May piece. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Okay, interesting stuff. All right, Chris?
I think he's exactly right. I think we can have to. This is a metro area of 1.3 million. We're the capital of barbecue. I just don't understand why it was on the same weekend, right? Why can't we have one in May and then one as the weather gets a little bit cooler in September? And we can have it at both locations. We can have one down by the river that's a little bit smaller, more intimate, and showcase our beautiful river. And then we can have another one right next to, the newly renovated Liberty Bowl. I think we can have both. I think I still have my wristband. I was down by the river earlier today for a work event and had a good time. Hope to make it. Yeah, that's right. Am I playing into it?
Made my point. Thank you, Richard. Thank you.
You set me up for that. And had a good time, and hope I make it to the other. And yeah, we can definitely do both. I think it's a shame that they're competing on the same week. And
I think there's a reason for that. Otis, what do you think? I think it's this ongoing rift involving the River Parks Partnership and Memphis in May.
That's exactly what's going on here, and this might be just a little bit of a thumb in the eye for the original Memphis in May barbecue cooking contest. Also, full disclosure, my son played down on the one on the river with the Smoke Slam, with the barbeques. And so he's an African American who was down there. Just so you know.
He integrated the contest down on the river.
But I just think, if we're going to have two, please let's not have them on the same weekend. I think that was an intentional slap at Memphis in May, in my mind. To do that.
Smoke slap. Maybe
smoke slap. That's exactly right. Let's not do that. We don't need that kind of competition, people competing for foot traffic on the same weekend. Do it one in May, do one in September. I like that.
And look, the debate about Tomley Park is over. Right?
Yeah,
we spent the money.
Right.
It's
absolutely beautiful,
and look, I get both sides. There was a time, do you have this open space where you use it for a few events a year, or do you upgrade the space and allow it to be enjoyed by the families in Memphis throughout the year? There's not a right or wrong answer. We picked We picked the one that we picked. We spent a lot of money. It's absolutely beautiful. I've been down there multiple times with my family to enjoy it. It looks great. It is what it is. Let's move on. Let's do both.
I got 10
and
seconds. Real
there's
quick.
precedent for working together. You remember the Southern Heritage Classic and the Cooper Young Festival used to be on the same Saturday. Well, they got together and said, "Why? This doesn't make any sense."
exactly
So
right.
they separated.
All right, maybe there'll be some inspiration for that. All right, thanks all three of you for being here, and thanks to you at home as well. We'll see you next week for ABC24 This Week.